Hello friends, Koolio here, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we're taking a look at one of my most anticipated games. I'm like really excited for this game. Naruto Slugfest. It's currently holding a special closed beta event right now, only in European countries, so you do need to use a VPN all the time if you're going to want to play this game if you're outside of certain European countries. I'm currently connected to the Netherlands, and my connection isn't very good. Now this is definitely a closed beta test. There's a lot of things that they're kind of working on and fixing and everything like that. And so there have been a little bit of disconnection issues I've had here and there, so I do apologize if that ends up happening in the video. Now, I've been pretty excited for this game. I'm a huge fan of Naruto, I'm a huge fan of the anime, the manga, everything, games, and I've always wanted to play a Naruto MMO game. Now, this is a fully licensed 3D MMO, and I think it's actually pretty good, but there's a lot of positives to this game, mainly centered around the fact that it is a Naruto game. But there are some negatives that I know people are not going to like. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that this is a Naruto game. The purpose of this game is to basically create your character and then play as if you're a third-party member going through the story of Naruto as if you're kind of in the background. And I like that. I like the fact that you get to participate in the story as if you're there. The other side, the other kind of upside is that you can collect various characters from Naruto to add to your own ninja team and kind of customize the way that that your combat kind of plays out, giving you special abilities for you to use. I currently have Rock Lee on my team, but you can go through and you can summon for other characters, which we are going to be doing in this video. Now let's go ahead and talk about two of the major downsides to this game that actually kind of really disappointed me. The first is that there is auto questing, moving from one area to the next. Now that's not a big deal to me. To be honest, I don't mind if a game has auto questing where it'll move you from one area to another, even though I personally don't really like using it because I want to kind of explore the world that the developers have created. So that's the first thing. The next thing is, and this was kind of another big disappointment for me, is when you first start off the game, combat is completely manual, and the combat in this is actually pretty good. A lot of combos, a lot of dodging, a lot of flexibility when it comes to the type of gameplay style that you want. But then once you hit about level 12, auto combat is then automatically engaged, and then it pretty much takes over from there. Now you can manually turn off auto combat if you want to make your character, like if you really want to immerse yourself in the combat and the gameplay. However, if you're playing through the story and if you're auto pathing from one area to the next, the game will automatically turn auto combat back on, which is kind of frustrating. So just to let you guys know, this game is pretty similar to other MMOs, just set within the Naruto universe. So if you're looking for an MMO, a game that you don't really have to focus too much time on and not a lot of attention to, but you're a big fan of the Naruto IP, then this is probably a game that you're really going to enjoy. Now, there are moments of this game that you do actually have to play manually. I ended up playing through like a stealth mission where I had to move around and make sure that enemies didn't find me, and you actually have to manually do that. So I do like that. I think that's kind of fun. But that's kind of it. There isn't really a whole lot else going for this game. There are a couple of different character classes that you can pick, but they're basically characters. There's no customization to be found. There's like 4 different characters you can pick from, each having their own elemental type and fighting style. I went with the wind style guy who uses a lot of like ranged abilities. I think there's like a lightning style, fire, and then earth, I want to say, but I'm not 100% sure. So hopefully we'll be able to actually jump into combat here in just a second. You guys did see that I did some automatic combat before, where I like had to fight some guys that were like hidden or stuff. But I found a lot of the questing involves just kind of moving from one area to the next. And is this gonna freeze on me? Okay. Good thing that didn't freeze on me. Now there are a lot of people playing, which is pretty cool. Also, I don't like bullet comments where like the comments like fly across the screen. And even though if you turn them off, they always turn back on when you get into certain like cinematic voice, whatever this part that I'm doing right now. It's kind of annoying. We're gonna go ahead and skip this. Now there is a decent amount of voice acting from the main voice actors, which again is pretty cool, but it's infrequent. It doesn't really happen all that much. So hopefully you'll be able to actually. Okay, so this is where we're gonna meet our first problem. We just got disconnected. Now the game is you do have to use a VPN, and I've had some problems here or there when it comes to connection issues, where I haven't been able to do quests and stuff, or like even use some of my combat abilities, except for like my basic attack. So I do apologize for the fact that we're gonna get kind of cut off here for just a second, because it's not gonna let us kind of progress to the next area, because we're stuck and it's not gonna load up. So but we might be able to go and check out a couple of other things while we're kind of waiting for a reconnection. So first of all, I do like the UI interface. It's still a little bit cluttered, but it's not as bad as other games that I've played. Now, when you're going through the game, you can collect a variety of different characters through the gacha system. I currently have Rock Lee. You have their different levels, which you can upgrade. You can check out their different stats. You can bond with them if you have other units on the same team and give you specific bonuses. You can go through, you can train them, you can check out what all the different characters that you can collect. And then the recruitment system. Now, I don't know if this is going to work because we're not connected. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. But let's go ahead and check out some of the other stuff. Now, you've got your basic abilities that your characters have, but you also have different builds that you can work towards. So quick explosion, non-stop killing, precision strike. I think these are just basic ways on how to like build your specific character for like the specific type of combat that you want. Now you get these ninjutsu points that you can use and upgrade each of these different abilities, which I'm not going to be able to do that because, again, we did get disconnected. You have the rage skill, which is an ability that as you fight and as you play through and stuff like that, it'll kind of slowly build up. It's like an ultimate ability. And then I haven't unlocked agile type just yet. It unlocks at level 30. And then you can also go through, it's not really crafting, but there are equipment items that your character will have equipped on. You can go through and just quick strengthen them, which basically just kind of upgrades all of them at once, +2 to +3, +4. You've seen it before in a lot of other games. Now there are other stuff which I haven't unlocked just yet, but again, I haven't had like the best experience when it's come to this game because of the connection issues and the game pretty much kind of playing itself. I was hoping to be able to go through and actually summon for you guys, but again, the connection issues are really, really bad. But just to let you guys know, you can go through the recruitment system, you can summon for free, and you can actually get characters. That's how you get, I think Rock Lee is like the first one that you get, but that's kind of it that I wanted to show you for this game. I still think it's a good game, but it's very, very similar to other mobile MMOs, and it's not really going to stand out with any kind of gameplay mechanic, except for the fact that it's set within the Naruto universe. So, am I going to play the game when it comes out? Yeah, I probably will. Am I going to be playing it for a long time? Probably not, depending on how far I get into the game, any other kind of stuff that they add onto it. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to stay up to date in the latest in mobile gaming. All right, friends, I'll see you next time.